Welcome, greetings, salutations. This is the Fort Valley Boy Podcast. I'm your host, moderator, Fabian Biggs. I got some of my guys here with me. Now I got Big Straw Anderson on the show.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, in TV land?
We try to get show this evening. Michael Atwater's birthday is today, so I don't know if he's at Whataburger, Sizzler, Juicy Crab, or all three. So we just don't know.
I think they got an old Western sizzling over there. He might be a Western sizzling.
I ain't been there in a while. That's he might be at the shrimp boat for all those that remember. He bring back the shrimp boat. He resurrected them from the dead.
He might be at Red Lobster getting him a seafood bag.
No, he get the seafood trash bag. While we doing that, Ryan, take care of some of these sponsors right quick.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Fort Valley Boys Podcast are proudly presented by Dax Wave and Groom. Hey, Dax Wave and Groom, my cousin, the man we were just talking about, Michael. 1994. Michael Atwater is a bald-headed man, but that just goes to show how good Dax Wave and Groom works. Dax Wave and Groom, ladies and gentlemen, get it at your beauty supply store, Walmart, Walgreens. Keep them waves nice and shiny. Dax Wave and Groom, ladies and gentlemen. Get the red can. Also, my company, Crazy Straws. It is almost time. We are less than 3 weeks away from NFL and CFB kickoffs, ladies and gentlemen. If you want your Crazy Straws for your team, I got them. You want the colors, I got them. You want the symbols on the straws, I got them. Crazy Straws. You want the straws? You want them crazy? Get you some Crazy Straws.
Oh, just for men. Yeah, forgot about that.
All right, just for men, ladies and gentlemen. Now, you know, it is football season, and one of my favorite commentators, at least on the halftime and pregame, is James Brown. He keeps him some Beijing black, ladies and gentlemen. If you want that Beijing black, go ahead, get you some Just for Men. But hey, if you want to keep it natural, you could be like your man, Big Straw. But hey, Just for Men, Walmart, Walgreens, beauty supply store, get that black back if you need it back. Damon's Podcast, chopping it up, ladies and gentlemen. There he is, the birthday boy. Damon's Podcast, chopping it up. Hey, we miss you, Damon. Every once in a while, hey, jump on here tonight, Damon, if you hear me. If you hear me, Damon, jump on here tonight. Hey, chopping it up. Check out Damon's Patreon page. Support him. Hey, chopping it up. Damon's Podcast, chopping it up, ladies and gentlemen. Fort Valley Boys is brought to you by Arizona Tea. Now, there are some things going on. I heard this, Fabe. I'm not sure if you heard it. Arizona Tea, 9.99 cents no more in some place.
I didn't know that. I didn't know. Wow, that's new.
I've heard they've gone up, but it's still the cheapest. I heard it's $1.29. It's still cheaper than most stores. Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard it's $1.29 now. Hey, but it's still the cheapest thing on the block, considering that we got all these price hikes and tariffs in place now. Hey, Arizona Tea, if you want the instant diabetes, get you some Arizona Tea. Otherwise, stay away and drink good old water. Hey, Bernard Ingram, one of our proud sponsors, buyaniceshirt.com. If you have been in one of the Divine Nine, if you have gone to an HBCU, buyaniceshirt.com is for you. Go ahead, support buyaniceshirt.com. Get your apparel. Like we said, it's almost that time. This includes your homecomings. This includes your favorite schools. Buyaniceshirt.com. Support Bernard Ingram. Support the Fort Valley Boys Podcast. Hey, Fort Valley Boys Podcast is on YouTube every Wednesday and Sunday, unless we tell you otherwise.
Thinking of froze up.
Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on YouTube. And our last sponsor, Henny, Coke, Crown Royal, XO, and Ginger Ale, the dark liquor.
All right, thank you, Ryan, for those plugs.
All right, you ain't put it on Facebook. I'm trying to say, share it, Faye. You ain't done it yet.
No, I shared it through the Facebook through the Fort Valley Boy page. Some reason why it's making it only me can say it on my page. So I shared
it just popped up.
Yeah, I just tagged you, so you should be able to share it, I think. We would like to welcome in the birthday boy, Michael Andre Atwater. It is it is his birthday today. I don't know how old he is, but he's old enough. So, Michael, we want to wish you a happy birthday.
I'll tell you how old he is after the show.
You tell him now. What you waiting for?
All right. We one step away. We was 5 steps. Now we one step from Big 50.
Yeah, we are.
We get 49, baby. Big 49. Michael Atwater, my oldest cousin, my first cousin, 49 years old. Hey, man.
Amen.
Just want to tell you, shout out. I told you earlier, but hey, happy birthday, my guy. Love you.
Appreciate it, cuz. Love you too, cuz.
He want to be, he almost 50, but he's knowing he's going to be wearing the pin diapers.
That sounds like something Stewie would say.
They don't make them that size. How you spend your birthday, cuz?
Shit, man, you know I get much love on birthday, man. You know, once the birthday hit, if it's a weekday, it go the rest of the week. So you know how it is, man.
Where you go? Where you eat?
They got beans, greens, tomato, potatoes, ham,
Exactly,
ram, mall.
Zaxby got lemon pepper wing now, boy.
Ooh. Are they good though?
Yeah, they good. I better go get some.
About Zaxby's?
Yeah.
I heard that. But that once a month don't hit different than everybody else, So,
yeah, people don't realize what them teaching, but we get that once a month. But when we get it though, Faye, it
don't matter. That once a month hit, and guess who get it? Georgia Power, Capital One car, e-shirts,
mortgage,
AT&T, kids,
T-Mobile,
Shell gas station,
Cash App,
Xbox if you got a subscription, YouTube TV, Disney Plus, Netflix,
Hulu, Philo, whatever.
I'm so thinking about
Amazon Prime.
Oh God, don't even talk about them bastards. Oh Lord, I'm so sick of them. Oh God, Kroger, Walmart.
Oh, Kroger and Walmart be busting your head wide open, boy.
Ooh,
white meat.
Publix.
Boy,
that's too rich. You got money. You got money if you go to Publix. You want to spend $4 on the TV, then you get the same TV than a 3 for $10. No, you got money, dog.
Kroger bust your head,
bro. Am I missing anybody? I miss anything? I'm trying to think.
Just put out the end of that and them.
You don't forget if you got medicine or doctor appointments.
Pharmacy. Just say pharmacy. If you like me, you play a musical instrument and you gotta get stuff repaired. Music shop.
Oh man, woo!
Or like me, I got
referee time of the year. You gotta get all registration. I paid $150 in the last 2 weeks for registration. Oh, and not to mention, my license would have expired today. Had to go pay for that. Got to pay for tag. This shit get expensive now.
Oh yeah, my tab. I got two. I gotta get 2 tagged in month. Was it 3?
Yeah. I gotta get one this month too. I gotta get one.
It's a hard not life for us.
For us, it's a hard not life. For us, instead of treated, we get tricked. Instead of cash checks, we get slicked.
Yeah, but we get it.
It's a hard man. Okay, stop being depressed. All right, let's get into some sports. AFC North Media Day. We're moving down the line of these divisions with media days. I want to start with the Bengals because Chris Canty, some reason why he blamed Joe Burrow for why they didn't make the playoffs. I'm trying to figure that part out. But anyway, I'm gonna start with Mike on this one. Is this a bounce back season for the Bengals? When we say bounce back, just make the playoffs and maybe win a game. Let's start there.
Bengals ain't been in the playoff in 2 years.
2 years since the year they lost to the Chiefs in the conference championship game.
Yeah, they got to make the playoffs, man. Zach, what's the name? What is it? Zach Lewis? Zach Taylor, head coach at Cincinnati.
Oh, got breaking news on when we get paid once a month. Comment from Yobi, probably the prettiest lady on Facebook.
Amen.
That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. That's not true.
We ain't gonna.
Okay. That's not true. I don't believe. No, they can't believe that. No.
Yeah, that. Way to chime in, Yovi. Good looking out.
No, that's not true. No.
That's stupid. No, that's stupid. No.
No, that's not true. No, it's not.
That's not true. No, that's not true.
No, it's not. No.
Go ahead, Mike. Go ahead, Mike.
Man, they got to make the playoff, bro. Cincinnati got to be in the playoff. You got arguably a top 5 quarterback, probably the best wide receiver.
Not probably the best wide receiver.
It ain't just sitting now. Justin Jefferson right there with him.
But they right. I mean, ain't they the same player? Really, I'm just saying.
Well, they ain't the same player. They ain't on the same team. So
well, right.
If Jamar, I say this: if Jamar Chase 1A, Justin Jefferson 1B. So
one just taller. One just taller. That's all. One just taller.
But yeah, Cincinnati. This is I wonder Zach Taylor gonna be on the hot seat. Man, they don't make the playoff this year.
Gonna be on the hot seat. He is on the hot seat.
Yeah, they got to win.
I agree with you, but you got to throw that one season when Burrow went down. You got to throw that out the books because I just don't see it. Burrow was the one that led you to a Super Bowl 4 years ago. Got you there. You almost beat the new generation of the greatest show on turf. You got to, and then the next season they was on their way, and he gets hurt. It happens, but I'm just saying. I think you can't. There's nothing you could have done that season. So yeah, it's a bounce back year. I think they'll make the playoffs. I think they will, depending on how. What's my guy, the linebacker that just getting his money, Hendrickson.
Mm-hmm.
If he plays up in that AFC though, Ryan, like that AFC, man.
Yeah, this is I really believe this might be the toughest division in football right here. Yeah. I really believe this might be one of the toughest divisions in football. It's at least top 2 because you got
the AFC North and the NFC North with
you got 3 teams. You really,
AFC West. Y'all go ahead. Don't get about AFC West, but go ahead.
I really think with them 3 teams, when you talk about the AFC North, you always talking about Baltimore, Pittsburgh, and Cincinnati. Now, unless they all win and split against each other, then they'll all go. But if that don't happen, then you're going to have one of them going to miss out, and they're going to be mad. And last year, that team that missed out was Cleveland. I'm sorry, was Cincinnati. They missed out. So you had Pittsburgh, and you had Pittsburgh, and you had Baltimore. But every year, for the past 3 or 4 years, we've been having the same conversation as far as who's going to win this division and who's going to compete for a Super Bowl. So it's something else.
Now, let me jump in right quick, Mike. Don't forget the AFC West did have 3 teams come out that division to make the playoff last year.
Yeah, but we know who the cream of the crop out there too, though, Fade.
Yeah, but still 3 teams, three teams made it out that conference. Denver beat the brakes off of Kansas City, even though it was the last game everybody rested. Mm-hmm. They played Kansas City to the brink in Kansas City. San Diego played Kansas City to the brink both games. The Raiders played the Chiefs tough in both games.
They always play Pete tough.
And you got Pete Carroll as the coach in Vegas. Jim Harbaugh come back with a second season. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying they ain't. I'm just telling you, AFC West has something to say about being the best division.
Mm.
That's all I'm saying.
They are them. I just need what I need for them.
AFC North got 3 teams too now.
Do a 2.5 because Bengals have been 1-8 in their first 9 games. First,
No, I'm
first
talking
3
about
games the last
NFC.
3 years.
I said the NFC North.
The
NFC North.
Packers, Vikings, and Lions. Packers,
Now,
Vikings, and Lions.
Vikings,
The
I
NFC.
don't trust Vikings right now because JJ McCarthy is an unproven commodity.
We'll see in preseason if he gonna have to throw something in preseason.
He's going to have to play. He's going to have to play. I agree. But yeah, the Bengals started 1-8 their first 3 games over the last 3 seasons, and last year they started 0-3. They were 9-8 in 23 and 24 seasons. That's the 23 season when Joe Burrow got hurt. They finished with above 500 record when Joe Burrow was hurt. They finished with a 9-8 record last year with the health of Joe Burrow. Problem is, if you would have beat the Patriots in week 1, or if you would beat the Broncos in week 6 and week 17, you would have made the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Or hear me out, you'd have beat the Chiefs in week 2. Anyone, those 3 games were close. You should have won those games. Or the 2 games you lost to Baltimore, you'd have made the playoffs. Now you say you'd have made some noise. You'd have been in the playoffs. Joe Burrow probably would have been MVP. Think about that. Joe Burrow just didn't make the playoffs. That's why he didn't win MVP. He had slightly better stats than Lamar, even though Lamar made first team All Pro, but somehow didn't win MVP. That's neither here nor there. But
that's crazy.
Let's move on because Bengals. I think if Zach Taylor does not make the playoff this year, he's fired. Mike Tomlin. Is this the last season for Mike? We're gonna go to our Oh, he don't wear black. Oh, well.
Oh, he don't black out on you. He don't black out on you.
Can we go? Can we? Let me ask that question. I'm gonna start with Ryan.
This dude don't put that down.
I am not Ryan. I am El Grande de Stila.
Big spatula? You the big spatula?
El Grande Stila.
Oh, big Steeler. Big Steeler. So you be robbing folks. Big time.
No. Steal.
Okay. It did Mike Tomlin last year in Pittsburgh. Grande Steeler.
Well, I will tell you this. A lot of acquisition have been made. Aaron Rodgers, big contract for TJ Watt, big contract. Okay. Jalen Ramsey, one of the best cornerback in all of the NFL, my friend. All of the NFL. You made all of these acquisitions. Mike Tomlin had to get past the second round at least to secure the opportunity for employment. Much like my brothers have to employ, much like my brothers coming from over the border have to sneak from ICE. But I would tell you this. If they do not win and they put all these chips in middle of poker table, you understand? If they do not win, Mike Tomlin will not survive. They have to at least make it to quarterfinal of the NFL playoff, my friend. NFL.
I ain't got no comment.
Yeah, I think he's scared some of the children from the show with that mask on.
Hell, he's scared some of the adults, not the children.
Mr. ATWATER, happy birthday.
Hey, thank you, man. Happy birthday, though.
Go ahead, Mike. Is this Mike Tomlin last year in Pittsburgh? If this last season in Pittsburgh, I can't do it right now.
Is it this last year in Pittsburgh? Boy, you got to put me on the board with this Pittsburgh Steelers fan here, man. I got to watch what I say carefully.
What happened? Well, I just blacked out. What happened?
They had a guy that come on, man. Some dude from El Salvador or somewhere got to talking.
Yeah, and Nacho Libre. It was Nacho Libre.
I've heard about that guy. I thought the podcast shut down. I thought I just got back on.
Yeah,
Nacho Libre. His cousin's the Freestyle Libre.
Yeah, Pittsburgh, it's all on Aaron Rodgers. It's all on Aaron Rodgers. But do I think Tomlin, this is it? I think this is. I ain't gonna be scared to say it. I think this is it.
I will say this in all seriousness that this is the first time that I remember that the Steelers actually put forth a real effort in trying to get free agents and trying to actually put some money behind something. So if it don't work this year, it got to go. It got to be looking Mike Tomlin straight in the face. Because, I mean, they don't – I'm just saying. Go ahead, Faye.
If you put in money into free agency, I'm just going to ask, this might sound dumb, but why not go after Sam Darnold? Why not go after Trevor Lawrence?
I really think that.
Why not give up a second round pick for Kirk Cousins?
I really think that contract and the health of Kirk Cousins might have scared them. Sam Darnold, I don't know why you wouldn't go after Sam Darnold. I think the previous relationship between Mike Tomlin and Aaron Rodgers, it's always been there. Now, one thing I cannot stand and didn't stand, and I couldn't stand it, he made the Steelers wait. Now, he's in camp and everything seems to be fine, but, man, it was just, that waiting when you could have made those moves that you just spoke about. If this don't pan out, not only Mike Tomlin would get fired, but I think that who's the GM? I want to Khan.
He literally just got extended 2 weeks ago.
Okay, well they gonna probably take that back. I hope the ink ain't too dry on it because he'll get to gone too. I'm just saying, you've done all this. You gotten Jalen Ramsey. You got another tight end / wide receiver in Jonnu Smith. You got TJ Watt under contract. You got DK Metcalf on the outside that's going to strengthen up your receiver core after you traded George Pickens, which in retrospect, I don't mind them doing that, but I'm glad you got a proven commodity in DK Metcalf. You got a lot to answer for if you don't do well this year. A lot to answer for.
Oh no, let's move on to Cleveland. I think Tomlin probably gonna have because they extended Tomlin a couple years ago. They just extended Omar Khan. I just think the Steelers could have made some. I mean, I think the year they drafted Kenny Pickett, they shouldn't have drafted Kenny Pickett. I think he was a local product. He's from the area. He's been in the building as far as being a Pitt student, 6 year college student, mature, just wasn't the right fit. Just wasn't the right fit. There's some things they could have did. You could have made a sweetheart deal for Matt Stafford if you really wanted to. You could have drafted Jackson Dart. You could have
drafted Shedeur. You could have drafted Shedeur.
Should have drafted Shedeur. You could have went after Joe Flacco. I'd rather have Joe Flacco.
If you're going old, why not?
If you're going old, Joe Flacco is playing the ball deep. Now he's gonna throw you some picks now, but because that's what they're saying. Aaron Rodgers struggled with the wide receiver 2 and getting the ball deep to Metcalf, but that's neither here nor there. I think Tomlin's gonna go 9-8. I think they're gonna buy Tomlin out of a contract. I think Mike Tomlin is regretting not going to Chicago when he had a chance. Chicago or the Chargers when he had a chance. That's what I think. I'll get to my. I know we might go to NFC West. I want to get through Shedeur and Lamar right quick. Will Shedeur get on the field, Ryan?
Yep. He's gonna be there. He's gonna get there. He's gonna get there. This whole quarterback room, they got 6 quarterbacks in that room. One of them is not gonna play. I don't expect Deshaun Watson to play. I think right now the quarterback is gonna be week 1, I think the quarterback is probably going to be Joe Flacco, and Shedeur is probably going to be the backup, followed behind Dylan Gabriel and whoever else is the 4th string scout team practice squad quarterback. So, but eventually, if they don't start out, I think he's gonna see some clock. The whispers that I've been hearing and I've read about have him act. Some of them say he's one. He may start the week one. So I don't know, but I expect him to see some clock.
What about you, Mike?
Shedeur Sanders is going. They're gonna sit Shedeur Sanders this year. You may see him at the later part of the year if Cleveland start failing, but he's going to start the preseason game. Let me just explain about the preseason games now. When it comes to 3 games, the people that they are suspect about are going to see a lot of clock in preseason. You may see a lot of the starters in week 2 play at like a half, but a lot of what you're going to see that's battling to make the team going to be week 1 and week 3. They're about to put Shedeur Sanders out there with no first team reps, not even really working with the second team. And they throwing him to the Wolves. We'll see what he made of.
Once again,
If I had to
once
bet, he's gonna get 5 or less starts this year.
once again, let's not. I said it last time we were on, and I'm gonna say it again. Stop taking these rookie quarterbacks and throw them to the wolves. If these are gonna be your franchise players, there is no need to do this. Let them sit behind the veteran and learn the offense, get used to the speed of the game, and then bring them along. I'm gonna continue to beat that drum. That's terrible.
Who's to say he the franchise? Cause he a rookie,
Eventually,
he the franchise?
eventually. I mean, you didn't draft him for nothing. Just okay. Who was drafted before him? Dylan Gabriel, right?
Yeah.
So eventually, they would. He's supposed to be. If he's there, he's supposed to be outperforming Shedeur. He's supposed to be the next man up. So stop throwing them to the wolves. No first team reps. What are you doing? What are you doing? That's all I'm saying. You're not going to get a man first team reps, but you're going to start him with the first team in a game. I know it's preseason, but it's still a game.
I'm gonna give you the Browns' first 8 games. I'm gonna tell you where they're gonna get their first win at. It's gonna be week 8 against the Patriots. But Bengals start with the Bengals at Baltimore, Green Bay at home, at Detroit, Minnesota in London. So it's basically a short week. Pittsburgh, Miami, New England, then a bye. Week 9 is the bye.
They may not get that one against the Pats. That's not a given. That's not a given. That's definitely that's a hopeful. That's 50-50.
Maybe Miami, but maybe Miami because the Browns defense is solid. The offense is going to be the question. Because who you got besides Jerry Jeudy? Who you got besides Jerry?
That's what's going to keep them in some games, especially them division games that you named. Remember, them division games is like division game to me is like brothers. What I mean by that, that's like me, Ryan, you, Fade, Damon. We all know each other well. And that's what them division games like. When you know somebody's tendencies and all that, a lot of them division games be a whole lot closer, a whole lot better than you think.
Let me ask that before we move on to Baltimore. And I think Stefanski is a disciple of McVay or Shanahan? I think Shanahan. Right?
Shanahan.
Okay. I know we're gonna get to the NFC West in a couple weeks. I just want to go ahead. Mike's already know what I'm going to ask. Is he on the hot seat?
Who?
Shanahan, not on Stefanski.
Yeah, he should be.
Once again, if you fire Shanahan, the GM need to go too.
Yeah,
need to go too because you don't let commodity after commodity after commodity go away this season, and now you don't know who's on the offense, who's going to produce for you outside of George Kittle, Brock Purdy, and maybe Brandon Ayuk.
You probably gonna miss the first 5 weeks because he tore multiple ligaments in his knee in week 4.
Oh, well, he
Um,
done then. If in week 4 last year, he won't play into the second half of this year. So who is catching the football besides George Kittle and Christian McCaffrey? I mean, yeah, McCaffrey.
maybe Ricky Pearsall, maybe, but that's neither here nor there. I think they're gonna regret paying Brock Purdy that money. What would it hurt to take a flyer on? But this is what's gonna fire Mike Shanahan. Y'all gonna look at me crazy when I say this. You traded
Kyle Shanahan.
Kyle Shanahan, excuse me. You traded 3 first-round picks for Trey Lance. I know we probably talk about the AFC North, but we're gonna bring it back up again in a couple weeks with you trade 3 first-round picks with Miami for Trey Lance, for a person that only played 19 games in college. And one of those years was a COVID year. We only played 1 game. In the same draft where you could have got Matt Jones, who would have been a better fit in your offense. Justin Fields would have been a better fit in your offense.
Probably not, but go ahead.
I think Justin Fields would have had a better chance because that the consistency and the steadiness of having the same play caller in consecutive years. That's the problem. That was the problem with him and the Bears.
That's the problem with him and the Bears. That's right. And now that he's moving around, he continues to move around. I mean, we'll see what he does with New York. But he gotta take his old team on in week 1. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Justin Fields would have been a really good fit.
He remind me a little bit. Not saying he was. Kaepernick was a special beast under. I just think his last year when he I think he was a little injured. They went 8-8. I think you could blame Trent Baalke for the reason why that team imploded. You could blame that. That's why Harbaugh went to Michigan. But but I think Shanahan and Lynch on the hot seat. I think both of them on the hot seat. Three different times you have charged on the offense in the Super Bowl. You have double-digit leads and went to bed all 3 of them. Why'd you do that? Let's go ahead and move on because I think we lost the viewer. Talk about the 49ers. I think Goldie might have left the show. Last team in the AFC North, the Baltimore Ravens, probably one of the most polarizing teams in the NFL. I heard a good comparison. Lamar Jackson reminds me of Peyton Manning early in his career. Is this now or never, Mike?
That dog. The Baltimore Ravens, if they don't eventually win one, are going to be what we talking about of the San Francisco 49ers. San Francisco is a team where that window either is slowly, it ain't slowly, they about to shut it, or it's closed. Baltimore's on that way. They got to get over the hump. They got to win it. They got to get to a Super Bowl. Let me say that. Let me start by saying that.
I agree.
I think they need to win one. And the reason being is because you already got how many MVP? This is a 2-time MVP in Lamar Jackson.
Should have been 3, but 2. Should have been 3.
I mean, so you got that. You done loaded the backfield with Derrick Henry. It's one of the most explosive backfields in all of the NFL. You got a healthy Zay Flowers. Now, you got a healthy Mark Andrews finally. Mark Andrews, one of the better tight ends in the league. That offense nobody should stop that offense. Nobody should stop that offense. I don't see why they shouldn't. I mean, I understand why they didn't, but I mean, this year you got to come with a chip on your shoulder, Baltimore. And I'm a Steelers fan. You got to come with a chip on your shoulder.
I'm gonna ask this question right here. I gotta ask it, Mike.
I don't know. I already know. I don't know because it ain't like he hadn't been to the playoffs. See, like for an example, the difference between Harbaugh and let's say Mike McCarthy. Harbaugh and Baltimore have pretty much consistently maybe a year off here and there, have been to the playoff. So,
Been
and you don't want
to
a
the
Super Bowl,
championship. Been to the
and you
championship
don't,
game a couple times too.
yeah, and you don't want a Super Bowl. So I don't know. I think the organization gonna show more loyalty to Harbaugh than what we think. But he can't have no 5-12 record. Now he do that, he'll be gone. But if Harbaugh gets to the playoffs, conference championship, he'll be fine.
I think this, Mike. I'd take that a step further, and going back off of one of your points, he can have a 5-12 season and still keep his job because of the consistency that it's been so far. He can't
Yep.
have another one after that. But I think he could have one misstep. But I don't. But if they would have a misstep this year, it would be so much flack and so much vitriol to the point to where he may get 2 games into the next season, and if he lose them 2, they'll fire him on the spot. They'll
They
fire
got
him at the popcorn stand.
they got to produce.
Let's bring a comment in for Corey. He said if San Francisco has won one, they haven't won one since 1995, but okay. It would be nice to see Baltimore get to the Super Bowl first. Let's get them there, because Lamar Jackson, that dude. Yeah, but I think Lamar just has to get there. I just think what has wet the bed for the Baltimore Ravens. If you go back 2 years ago when they lost the conference championship game, wet the bed. Coaching. You cannot run the ball 7 times. You cannot run the ball.
Gotta keep them honest. Gotta keep the other squad honest.
Last year against the Bills, I know you were behind, but the running game got you back in the game. You got to run the ball. Yeah, Lamar threw a pick. They didn't score off the pick. He fumbled. They scored a touchdown off the fumble. But they held the Bills to 3 points in the second half. They held the Bills to 3 points in the second half. Folks don't realize that. I'm gonna say that again for the people in Albany. They held the Bills to 3 points in the second half.
Hey, baby.
True.
And get up and walk a little bit.
I'm gonna say one more time the folks in Tallahassee. I'm gonna say it to the folks in Miami, so Shock can hear it. They held the Bills
Your grandmother's get better soup. Sorry.
to 3 points,
I feel better.
and they still almost won the game.
Chicken, it's potatoes, it's kale.
In the words
It's carrots.
of I'm gonna say it again. The
The
first move by Phil Jackson was to sign Lamar Odom, who was on crack.
That boy's stupid, man. That nigga's stupid, bro.
First move was to sign Lamar Odom, who was on crack. No, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I done changed about 200 schedules in the last couple of days. I'm tired. I'm frustrated. I'm going crazy. So that, my bad.
You're supposed to tell them, just go to class. Just go to class.
I had to tell some of that. Just go to class. I ain't gonna tell what some parents said because I would like to,
Okay. What part of I don't want anything? Don't you understand, Mer?
Anyway,
Karen.
it's all good.
I know this is the worst thing you've ever been through.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on to Mike's BS list. Mike has been doing a wonderful job with these lists. We gotta give him these flowers.
Especially when
We're gonna share a screen that Mike has the top 20 quarterbacks in college football right now. His preseason 25. I'm got a question or two, but we're gonna let Mike have this. Go ahead, Mr. Michael.
All right, so we got the preseason college football quarterback list. And on this quarterback list, if you notice, a lot of schools that don't have guys, a lot of big time schools not on here with their quarterbacks. But I'm starting at the top we started 20. Gunnar Stockton, simply because he is Georgia, not because I'm a Georgia fan, but Gunnar Stockton showed some glimpses last year in the 1.5 game that he played that he may be that guy for Georgia eventually. Gunnar Stockton, Dante Moore, he was a transfer from, I think, UCLA. He's at Oregon now. Watch what he does out there in Oregon. They're gonna run that spread. They're gonna get it done out there with Dante Moore. Caden Siler. Now a lot of people don't know who this guy is, but he has been the quarterback at Liberty, and he done some damage on that Group of 5 level for Liberty. I think he led Liberty to one of the playoff 6 bowl games a couple years ago when they played. I want to say Oregon, and like the Penn State somebody in one of them bowls. So watch out for him in Colorado. Austin Simmons, black kid at Ole Miss. He's gonna be a dual threat type guy. Watch out for Ole Miss. This is another team that lost player. Dylan Raiola coming in at 16. I expect some big things out of him his sophomore year. Kevin Jennings, playoff quarterback. So far, we've seen 2 quarterbacks that made an appearance in the playoff. Kevin Jennings over at SMU, ACC runner-up. Jalen Daniels, quarterback people forgot about a little bit. Jalen Daniels played at Kansas when Kansas was pretty good a couple years. He was another 2,500 pass and 900-yard rushing type guy. So remember Jalen Daniels. Diego Pavo, he got to be on
Pavia.
from Vanderbilt. Dude, they beat Alabama. And he had a pretty good year in the SEC. So
Where did he transfer from, Mike? He transferred from somewhere to Vanderbilt.
I think in New Mexico State.
Okay, yeah, he was.
Where he's from.
Yeah, he's probably the best. He is probably the first quarterback to be of any mention at Vanderbilt since Cutler.
Yep, Jay Cutler. Yep. This one right here, it's just awful pure knowledge of this kid. Remember this name, y'all. Bryce Underwood, University of Michigan, true freshman. Got a little asterisk by him, not asterisk, but he's a little different than everybody on here because he's a true freshman. He hadn't played a game. And for us to have this guy in the top 12, that's saying something about Bryce Underwood. Now, from what I hear from our Michigan representatives, he's battling for the starting position. But best believe, all the money they don't pay this dude, he will be starting by the middle of the year.
I will say this. Put him at 20 and just bump everybody else up by default. I believe he's going to be an excellent player in college football based on the measurables. And they just had an article about him gaining weight so he could actually play a little better. He said it makes him more explosive, but he yet. So put him at 20. I can understand why you put him on the list, but put him at 20.
I got Rocco Beck, quarterback at Iowa State. Sam Levitt, that's another playoff type quarterback. He coming in at number 10. Miller Moss, that's the USC transfer. He's over at Louisville now. And when we get to talking about ACC Media Day, watch out for the Louisville Cardinals, y'all. Louisville is always a team in the ACC that just hang around. You ever had some friends in college that they won your friend? It seemed like they were always around you. That's what Louisville is. They are always, when you think of Louisville, they always around, or they always surprise you with a big win over somebody just out the blue. That's what Louisville does. So watch out for Miller Moss. This guy here, number 8, man. He shredded Georgia last year. Y'all better watch out for Haynes King at Georgia Tech. Haynes King, man, is the big physical quarterback. He can throw it, he can run it.
Tough guy.
And I'm telling you, man, Georgia Tech almost beat Georgia last year. Georgia had a little bit more talent than Georgia Tech. But I'm telling y'all, Haynes King is the real deal over there at Tech, man. So watch out for him. DJ Lagway of Florida. He got potential. So watch out for Lagway.
Coming off an injury now. He coming off an injury.
Yeah, true. Drew Allen at Penn State led them to the semifinals. At 5, potential Heisman Trophy winner, Norris Sellers over at South Carolina. I wouldn't be surprised. He have an outstanding year.
Pause right there. I played with him on College Football 26. Look my face.
All right, Drew Allen up to 5, Lenore Sellers down to 6.
That's college football, dog. That's the video game.
What I'm saying, that boy tough on that game. I'm not
okay.
saying he could be. I'm just saying the game he tough. And
Yeah.
Harbor, the receiver number 8.
Oh,
Yeah, now you see it now. Yeah.
did you get your big update today? Did you get your big update?
No, I haven't turned it on yet. Haven't turned it
Yeah,
on.
you get your big update with all your new all your new settings and all your new uniforms today.
Hold on. Let me do that now. Hold on. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Number
Go ahead.
4,
Go
our
ahead.
former quarterback at Georgia, Carson Beck, is now a Cane going to Miami.
Hold
We
on.
got
Just breaking news. He just threw another pick. Go ahead.
Garrett Nussmeier going to be a first-round quarterback this year out of LSU. Expect some big thing from him. Now, this way it can get controversial. I
It
got Arch
is.
Manning, number 2. Now, Arch Manning at 2, some people not going to like that because he ain't really played a lot. But at the same time, Arch Manning has shown you glimpses that he can go. So I got Arch Manning 2, and I got Cade Klubnik as the best quarterback in college football. The
I
floor is
like that.
yours.
I like that. I like that. I like the way you got that.
I'm doing well. Just one day at a time.
I don't see an
And
update.
it may have already uploaded to your because I got it today. It said it was a system update when I turned it on.
Oh, well, okay. All right, I got a couple questions. Arch Manning, since he hasn't played but maybe 1 or 2 games, why is he above Garrett Nussmeier?
Yeah, I just don't know.
Yep. I can see. Yeah, that's a good question there. I
Drew
can see,
Aller should. Mhm.
or even Carson Beck. Even though Carson Beck, hold on, he just threw another interception. Even though he just threw another interception, he's got more time than Arch Manning. I think Arch Manning could actually fall to 4 and probably be on next year's list at probably number 1.
Um, Drew Aller went to the semifinals. He should be higher than Lenore Sellers.
Yeah, that's what I
He's
think. That
he's
based
more
on that.
he's more pro ready than Lenore's, even though Lenore's has more raw talent. DJ Ladway injury. It seems like he's an injury away from being an injury away. Sam Levitt should be a little bit higher too. The way he played in the game against Texas, he was solid. I think he's a little bit more pro ready than Miller Moss, who played with USC's coach. Might help me. USC's coach, who's about to get fired this year.
Lincoln Riley.
Lincoln Riley, who's about to get fired this year, probably.
Yeah, Lincoln Riley on the hot seat. We'll get to the Big Ten next week. Lincoln Riley is.
Wait, that's just the top 10. Everything else under that, I could care less. But I could almost agree with Mike with Bryce Underwood being start him at the bottom, let him go up. Kevin Jennings, he did make the playoffs. He should be a little bit higher than Jalen Daniels. Dylan Raiola, he's in Nebraska, so they were that's going to be I just think I think Nebraska's just not the school for him. I don't know. Kane Soller, is he a transfer, Mike? I think
He played at Liberty.
That's right. Yeah, you did say that because Liberty did make like a Big 6 bowl game 2 years ago.
Yep.
They got the door blown up by Oregon, but yeah, they did make.
Yeah, that's who it was. Oregon.
Tell me some more about this Austin Simmons kid, because I really think that he could probably be lowered based on his production, which is almost nothing. He was behind Jackson Dart all that time.
You remember he came in against Georgia last year when what's the name was hurt, Ryan, and went down the
Yeah, but
field on Georgia.
I mean, but they ain't. That game was out of hand. They had already done what they was gonna do
No, he
as
didn't.
far as.
No, this was in the first quarter. This was
Oh,
after
okay,
Jackson Dart got hurt.
okay, and Jackson Dart ended up coming back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it updated on his own, Ryan, because it didn't tell me to quick resume.
Okay. Well, look up Eric Rayweather on YouTube, and he gonna break down everything that's on that update. It's a big, huge update, my guy. Big,
All right,
huge, new for every mode that you would play. There's something to it.
Oh, now it's giving me the talk about you need to update it. I had to. Okay, now it's making me update it. All right, let me get to some comments. Jamon said a lot of good system quarterbacks, but it might not be good pros because they're assistant quarterbacks. Corey called me a hater. I don't know why, but he called me a hater. He said I was wrong because I impersonated Stephen A. Smith for Lamar Odom, who's on crack. And also,
How many
Jamon said,
true
how many?
prospects on this list? It's not a good list of quarterbacks that you look at this list and be like, yeah, these guys gonna make an impact in the NFL. I give maybe 3 or 4 NFL quarterbacks on this list. You want to be honest. I think Arch Manning. I think Lenore Sellers, Nussmeier, Levitt, Moss, those guys, they're gonna make money in the NFL because they can throw the deep ball.
What about Drew Allen? He didn't have any wide receiver last year. That's Kevin Franklin don't want to throw the ball to wide receivers.
He's gonna be an impact in the league
because he didn't have no receivers last year. In the national semifinal game, he had 0 completions to receivers, to wide receivers.
Wow.
Ooh, that boy. Ooh, that's a stat. Ooh, I'm an own producer.
Good gracious. How you have a whole game not throwing to your wide receiver?
We threw the tight ends and running backs.
That ain't good at all.
I got to look up. Ryan, who you say I need to look up for on YouTube?
His name is Eric Rayweather. Eric Rayweather. He got a YouTube channel that's all he does is follow like the 2K and the NBA 2K, the college football 25, college football 26. It tells you everything that you need to know as far as what the updates are when they coming out. Rayweather, not Mayweather. Rayweather.
Yeah, if it's Mayweather, he probably beat somebody. So I'm. Yeah, so I've done the 6 changes. I make you a top 10 list. Is fine. 6, 7 changes. I make it top 10. But but Jamal, Corey, let's get Corey right quick. He says Dylan Raiola could be a bit higher, maybe close to the top 10. Did they make a bowl game last year?
I think Nebraska did.
I think his sophomore season is really gonna prove who he is, though. I really think his sophomore season is really gonna show who he is. He had really good glimpses of being super talented last year, but I really think this next year is really gonna be where he kind of cements himself as the man, if you say in Nebraska, because he was supposed to come to Georgia.
He should have came to Georgia. I think he had family that went to Nebraska, and that NIL for Nebraska came through. So, I mean, but if I'm in Georgia, I would have moved heaven and earth to make sure I had him, keep him in state. But we had talked about this a couple months ago. We did. I mean, this is Kirby's weak spot right here, as far as recruiting quarterbacks. I mean, you had Justin Field in your system. Let him go.
Hey, Mike, how many stars is Gunnar Stockton? He was a 4 or 5 star coming out of high school, right?
Yeah, he was 4 or 5 star.
Gunnar Stockton. We know what he is. Gunnar Stockton. Gunnar. He's a gunner.
He's Gunner.
We'll see what he made of.
I really think
one thing about Kirby, man, when he get a quarterback, he like a chick in a relationship. He faithful. He riding with you. He rolling with you, and
you just got to take him. You got to take him.
All right, let's see what else on the rundown right quick. Take a quick look.
ACC Media Day. I tried to do it last week, but we got to talk.
Life happened. Make this real quick. It's basically three main concerns in ACC. SMU probably might take a step back. Can Clemson repeat? Let's do a quick round the horn. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Miami, can they get to the CFP?
Oh man, I need to put you on the spot.
Quick answer, yes or no? Shot ain't watching.
I think they can.
What is wrong with them, y'all? Like, why is it that Miami can't get over the hump or something? Can Carson Beck get them over the hump this year?
I don't know, but this sponsor, we got a sponsor for this segment, Mike. If you look at the screen, we got a sponsor for this segment. ACC Kickoff, sponsored by Transfer Portals and Ego. Oh,
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Johnny get the show. Johnny get the show.
Jolly good shit, son.
Johnny get the
Jolly
show.
good
Pretty
shit.
good, guys. Pretty good.
Yeah, my
Transfer
producer.
portal to the egos. That's
My
the way.
producer. My producer. I'm going to talk to her. I'm going to talk to my producer.
That's pretty
See,
good.
that's a good one. Now that's a good one. Well played. Well played.
Pretty good.
Well played. Carson Beck, will he take? No. Okay, go ahead. On that question, what do we expect from Bill Belichick? I expect 6-6.
Damn, Faye, you ain't got no faith in a Super Bowl winning
5-7.
quarterback, Super Bowl winning
5-7.
coach.
It's a different level. You take it. I don't know if his system is going to work like it worked in New England. I just don't think he can coach the same way. I hope he does well. I really do, but I just don't see him. 5-7. You took over a team. What was North Carolina's record last year?
I don't think it was 6-6. I think
6-6. I don't expect them to do much more. If they do more, then he's a heck of a motivator.
they were 13th and they were 13th and they were 13th.
They were ranked 13
in the conference. 6-7. They were 6-7, which means they lost their bowl game.
Ooh, Jesus. 6-6.
Matt Brown, good old Matt. Yeah, that Yovi. Yeah, that Yovi. I love him. Love me some Yovi. Yeah, baby. Yeah, hey.
That's so damn nasty.
Hey there.
You trying to turn on this sexy boy. Yo, we go find something to do so you can finish the show. Good gracious.
Hey. It's a lady. It's a lady.
It's the lady.
Hey.
Yeah.
Are you trying to be the Sweat Hotel?
It's about to be the Sweat Hotel. Sonya in love.
For Clemson, Miami, and Syracuse. What are we expecting from Florida State, y'all? Same as last year?
I think there'll be a little bit. I think that with that kid coming in, was it Castellino,
yeah,
the kid from Boston College? I think they'll be better. I just don't think. I don't know. Somebody told me to watch out for this one team. Ain't nobody mentioned, man. And they may be playing upset special and end up in the championship game. Duke.
On college football 26, they're gonna be playing the championship game.
Nah, well, they played in that too, but I heard that they with what's his name? What's my guy? What's the coach at Duke? Manny. And then Manny, the old coach at Florida, the old coach of Miami. I just think.
Let me look it up. Duke football.
Manny Diaz, right?
Manny Diaz.
Yep. So it's possible they could actually sneak in there. They're gonna be really competitive this year. Don't be surprised if they do shake up the world a couple of times.
He gonna sneak in there like Diddy with Baby All.
Watch out for them Orangemen too. Watch out for Syracuse.
Mike had that.
I did hear that. That's why I said something. That's why I said something. I heard it.
Well played. Jolly good show.
Jolly good show.
My surprise team gonna be Carolina. I'm gonna be surprised they win more than 6 games.
About right.
If they win 8, Bill be back in the NFL next year. But I think Bill got a raw deal. I think he should have got hired by the Falcons, but the Falcons not hiring because the front office thought they were gonna lose their job.
Mm-hmm. Got a 7-time Super Bowl winning coach. Yeah, I would have thought that too.
Yeah,
I just think that with Bellichick, I don't. The mentality is different from kids coming from high school and playing in college than it is grown men. So I mean, unless they're mature, that's the only thing. I think they need to be a little more mature. If he gets some mature players and more power to him, then I would say he got through. The message got through, and they actually responded to it.
Yeah, Jamal said we still talking about football. We talking about basketball with Duke and Syracuse. Man, Syracuse basketball has been relevant since 2012. And Duke, they've been relevant. Problem is continually wet the bed in the final 4 games, but that's neither here nor there. Had a 9-point lead. Somehow 30 seconds you gave that up.
Yep, they did.
They gave it up like some of the guy did at the Diddy party. But
Gotta tell you that we won't stop.
but they didn't stop.
Mm.
They didn't stop. Before we get fined by the FCC, they ain't watching anyway. Trump probably ended the FCC anyway too, just like the NPR. We're gonna go ahead and end this show today. We're gonna thank you for watching. We're gonna thank our fans for watching. We're gonna be back next. Corey said, "Watch it." Well, Duke hasn't been relevant for winning national championships in 2015, but we're gonna be back next week. What's next week, Mike? AFC West.
We're gonna finish out the AFC next week. AFC West.
AFC West, and probably gonna do media day for Big Ten.
Yeah, probably jump in the Big Ten.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my quarterback. I'm gonna do my quarterback list. I'm gonna do a quarterback list for the NFL.
All right, I'll work on that for you, sir.
I'll do faves for your work.
Hey, before we go, y'all, I saw something today that I did not, bro. I did not realize this, man. Do y'all realize in week 1 college football, Ryan and Fade,
1 and 2.
Texas play Ohio State,
1 versus 2.
LSU play Clemson, Alabama play Florida State, Georgia Tech play Colorado, and then we gonna top it off with Miami against Notre Dame. I did not know all them games were week 1. I had no clue.
I think it's a couple on week 2. I think it's a couple on week 2.
No, sir, Ryan. All those games are week 1. LSU, Clemson, Texas, Ohio State, Notre Dame, Miami, Alabama, Florida State. All them games week 1. That is ridiculous, man. When did y'all ever had a regular season start open with number 1 versus number 2 team? Have we ever seen that?
You talk about the luck. You talk about the luck of scheduling. That's the luck of scheduling right there. That's gonna be true. You talk about shaping the whole year in one game. That could shape the rest of the year in one game.
Why is LSU and Clemson a 7:30 game on ABC?
Because Texas and Ohio State, they want Fox don't want to compete with ABC.
Oh, that's right. That's a Fox game. Oh, that's tough right there. I'd rather watch Florida State and Alabama at 7:30.
Yeah, that seemed more of a bigger profile game at 7:30, but LSU Clemson, that's gonna be jumping too now.
No, Notre Dame and Miami would be a better game at that time.
Why you think it's gonna be better than LSU and Clemson?
Notre Dame just went to the national championship game. Miami is trying to get back. That's a classic rivalry from the 80s.
Yeah, that is a classic. Convicts versus the Catholics.
Oh, that's a Sunday night game. That's why. That's Labor Day weekend. So okay, I see that. I see why they did that. That's a Sunday.
Man, that's gonna be boy.
I think I want to take off from work. I work all week up until then.
They got TCU versus North Carolina on Monday night.
Monday night.
I'd rather have Miami Notre Dame on Monday night. I'd rather have that one on
real schedule, bro.
It is unreal.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Hey, welcome back. This is what we've been wanting, though. I mean, we've been itching for some football. This is it right here. That's perfect.
Javon said, call your winners. Now, okay, Notre Dame.
Oh, I ain't calling mine out, Jamon. We're going to preview it on the show, Jamon. So, Jamon, you doing too much. Slow down, dog. Slow down, Jamon. Okay? We're going to have a pick. We're going to have a pick'em show. And, Jamon, let me tell you something. Why you asking us to pick our games? While I'm thinking about it, stay up to date when we do our predictions this year, Jamon, okay? We don't want you going 0-12. Jamon do good all the way to his time for basketball season. Then he just fade away. Jamon, we're going to need you to get a secretary. Stay on your game, sir. Thank you, Jamon. I love you, man.
Hey, I'm trying to remember who won the picks last year. I'm trying to remember somebody.
Hey, man, I'm gone. I'm out, Ryan.
Who won the picks last year?
Happy birthday, boy. Happy birthday, boy.
I'm out, Ryan.
Who won that? Who won that last year? Who won that? Jelligan Show.
Good show.
Jelligan Show.